something so satisfying about completing little groups of Cars diecasts in your collection. Little selections of cars that go together or appear in the same scene, especially when it takes you a long time to complete those groups. Ferrari F430 comes into Luigi's Casa Della tires with two other cars, Antonio Veloce Excellente and Costanzo Della Corsa. I got Ferrari F430 when he first released all the way back in 2007, and a few years later, they released the other two cars that come alongside him as part of the Final Lap line. I wasn't really collecting cars in 2010, and I collected them on and off for the following few years until Cars 3 came out in 2017, and in 2019, I was very happy to add Antonio to my collection because he got re-released that year. Antonio has since been re-released I think one or two more times, right? He returned in 2021, and I found it really strange that Antonio has been released several times in the past few years, while Costanzo hasn't been out since the Radiator Springs Classic line in 2016. Why release Antonio again and again, and not the other guy that enters the shop with him? I have no idea, but now I am very, very happy to add Costanzo to my collection 6 years after getting Antonio, 15 years after he was released, and 18 years after getting Ferrari F430. Time is crazy, isn't it? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another review, and to the final review from my 2024 Christmas haul. That's right, it took me almost until this Christmas to review all the ones that I got last Christmas. Yeah, so many reviews to do this year, guys. Today, I am very excited to be taking a look at Costanzo Della Corsa. This is his original Radiator Springs Classic release from, I believe, let's see, yeah, wow, 2013. 2013 copyright date, which means he was a 2014 item. He later returned to the line in 2016 and hasn't been seen since. I'm very happy to open it up and have him join his other two friends, Ferrari F430 and Antonio, who I've awkwardly been keeping off camera because he's still dressed like Moist Critical from that video I did a few months ago. Anyway, just in case I want to do a sequel. Just in case. Anyway, we've got very nice art of Costanzo here. It's been a very long time since I've taken a look at a Radiator Springs Classic car. Honestly, I'm not sure if I've ever reviewed a car from this line on this card back, and what a cool card back it is. You have this very classic, Radiator Springs background, very reminiscent of, say, the 2008 card back art, but it is its own original separate image, I believe. But yeah, it's very clearly derivative of that, especially with not only the Radiator Springs background, but the long road that travels down the bottom of the car. Also something they did in 2008. And off to the side, not only do you have the logo of the line depicted here on a postcard, this kind of acts as a transition to go from image of Radiator Springs to a bunch of different postcards, stickers, and logos related to the first movie, including the Cozy Cone Motel, Flo's V8 Cafe, Willie's Butte, the classic Cars 1 Piston Cup logo there, a picture of Willie's Butte, that's the Radiator Cap Mountain, seems to be the same as the one we get here, I guess, and of course the elusive Alzo Facile logo that's all over the background of the first movie for some reason. We also have this logo that says favorite characters from the original Cars movie. Costanzo Della Corsa there. This was a Toys R Us exclusive line the entire time it was out. And on the back of the package, you could see that those little stickers cleverly carry over, and we get even more. Radiator Springs, the Cozy Cone Motel, the bottom of that logo. Now you can see the no vacancy and 100% refrigerated and TV. Very nice. I'd like to stay there. Maybe. Seems uncomfortable, and the alarm clocks are weird. Piston Cup logo, Alzo Facile, once again. The wheel well, that super classic McQueen. I remember having a sticker book with stickers of that McQueen Rusty's logo in it. Willie's Butte, Piston Cup, wheel well, Cozy Cone, Flo's, all this stuff, all of it, a lot of it. A lot of stickers, Radiator Springs Classic logo, and you can see some of the other cars out in the line at the time. Bugmouth McQueen, Brand New Mater, Fabulous Hudson Hornet, Leroy Traffic. I really hope he comes back again someday soon. What a real fun car. I know we recently had the one with snow tires, but I would love to get regular Leroy back out. Yellow Ramon, Costanzo, Chick Hicks Sheriff, and remember that each are sold separately, subject to availability, and colors and decorations may vary. Contents, one vehicle. All right, now let's get our buddy Costanzo out of the package here and take a closer look. You know, I don't know why I never open cars on camera. Maybe we should change that. Why do I always take them off camera and open them? I've been pre-recording so many reviews back to back. I don't know, I guess I'm starting to think about my process a little more. Alright, so here's Costanzo out of the package, and wow, this guy is slick. Look at that. That is a really, really cool design. I believe with Costanzo, I now have every Maserati in the Cars diecast line. I'm not much of a real-life car guy, but it has been fun to collect each of them. They're all using the same mold, but different colors, and this might be my favorite color of all. Look at that, this shiny metallic green. What a cool item. I was not expecting him to be this cool. I was expecting kind of a bit of a flatter color, maybe more similar to the flat color of Antonio. It was a very flat white. He definitely doesn't look this sparkly on the packaging. A little metallic maybe, but wow, this guy is like, he's really popping out. This guy is rich, dude. This guy is rich and does not care about you. Wow, this is such a cool car. All right, okay. All right. We've got this nice, slick, sly facial expression here. He's got a bit of a ooh, never mind. I was gonna say a bit of a grin, but that is not a grin. Look at him. He is not very happy. I don't know what happened. Maybe he just watched Guido and Luigi faint in front of him. Different face than Antonio, as you can see. Costanzo Della Corsa situation is crazy, guys. Wow, yeah. Of course, being an item originally from 2010, he has a mouth plate, which is why he has a different mouth than Antonio. But man, this guy looks so cool. This guy looks so cool. Unfortunately, as per usual, mouth plate color is a bit mismatched from the rest of him, but luckily they kept the sparkles and the metallic paint on it, so it doesn't look too distracting. Moving on to the side, we've got his nice wheels and this cool silver outline around the windows. This is just such a cool looking car, guys. I don't know what else to say. I really love how this item looks, and I was not expecting to like it this much. License plate reads B95J3. Do we dare check the back of... All right, yep, we all know. Ooh, wait a minute. Almost got me there. I was going to say, we all know 2010 had a lot of really, really reused license plates. But no, look, he is B9513, and Antonio is B95J4. They knew. And they did the bare minimum to change it, and honestly, I appreciate that. But that is very funny that in universe, these two cars who happen to be friends and hang out with each other and know each other just have license plates that are one number off. I wonder if they do that on purpose. I wonder what these guys are hiding. They got a lot of money. What are you hiding, Costanzo Della Corsa, from the background of the first Cars movie? Why has Antonio been out in the diecast line several times in the last few years, but you haven't been out since 2016. What are you hiding, Costanzo Della Corsa? What are you hiding? Huh? That's as far back out as I can zoom. Alright, finally, there is a look at the base. This comes together, there's the Maserati logo, to make such a cool looking background car, one I'm very happy to have in my collection. Now, let's get these three together. Come on, Moist Critical car. Come on, people who didn't see my Moist Critical parody are going to be so confused. I had people who watched that and were confused who didn't know who he was, so I'm sorry. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. He's so distracting. Just pretend the paper isn't on him. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.